Chris Norton is a documentary filmmaker. His friend Brent films a man's story about how a very strange event happened on Chris's 7th birthday. That day, the boy's mother argued with his father and ran out of the house, then suddenly disappeared without a trace. Little Chris ran after her with a video camera, which captured a strange light coming from the heavens. His father was absolutely sure that it was an alien spaceship that had kidnapped his wife. Of course, this event and Mom's mysterious disappearance completely changed Chris' life. Now Chris together with Brent are engaged in exposing the abductions of people by aliens. To do this, the two travel to Roswell, where aliens are supposedly abducting people. News of these incredible events attracted thousands of people to the area, and today there are more than 100 special exhibitions and conferences led by Bill. Local residents believe in aliens and make money by selling alien figurines to numerous tourists, unlike Chris, who considers all this to be fiction. Chris and Brent interview local residents who were allegedly abducted by aliens, but they themselves do not believe a single word they say, trying to expose them and find inaccuracies in their stories. This irritates the locals, including Bill, who leaves in anger. Soon, Chris learns about Emily Reed, who was allegedly abducted by aliens multiple times. Interestingly, these abductions occurred on every 7th birthday of Emily throughout her life. However, after each incident, Emily had no memories of what the aliens did to her, and yet Chris decides to make a short documentary about the girl. It turns out that Emily will have her 20th birthday in 2 days, which means she must be abducted by aliens again. Chris still doesn't believe that his own mother was abducted by aliens, and Emily explains to him that no matter where she tries to hide, aliens still find her. To confirm her words, the girl shows only a mysterious necklace and adds that she has only vague memories of the abductions, but does not remember any details. Chris and Brent return home at night when some strange lights appear in the sky. Suddenly their car crashes into something, but getting outside, the two don't notice anything suspicious. At that moment, a creepy silhouette appears from the bushes, causing Chris and Brent to get into the car in fear and drive away quickly. Reviewing the video of the incident at home, Brent notices that the silhouette on the road strongly resembles the figurines sold by the residents of Roswell. Returning to Roswell the next day, Chris learns that after Emily's last abduction, a strange gadget, presumably of alien origin, was found next to the girl. Local residents are sure that with the help of this gadget, aliens erased the memory of the people they abducted, but they refuse to give it to Chris for detailed study. Chris offers Emily to restore the memories of the aliens with the help of hypnosis, to which the girl replies that she has already tried hypnosis, but it brought absolutely no results, only made her feel worse. Then Chris decides to steal the alien gadget to study it himself. Chris and Brent succeed, but in the car, the gadget unexpectedly hits the man with a strong electric shock. The two return back, and the local resident shocks the men by saying that it has been hours since they left. Then they watch the footage from the video camera installed in their car and cannot believe their eyes. It turns out that they had just been sitting in the car for 2 hours, after which the car started on its own and drove off somewhere. Chris doesn't understand what's going on and decides to meet Emily again one day before her birthday. Emily says she plans to spend the entire next day with her friends, hoping that this time she won't be abducted. Emily then shows the men in the desert a mysterious structure called Zansatsi, which the locals believe was created by aliens. Next, the three go to the village chief, who is going to perform an unusual ritual that will save Emily from being abducted by aliens. It turns out that the ancestors of the local residents entered into a special agreement with the aliens regarding this. Everyone drinks an unusual drink made from different herbs, after which people begin to have visions. Chris sees aliens, unusual buildings and monuments, as if he had already seen them before. As soon as the man comes to his senses, he immediately writes down his strange dream in detail. As a result, the chief comes to the conclusion that the ritual was not successful, which means Emily should again fear abduction by aliens. In addition, Chris himself now feels some strange connection with the aliens, so they decide to move away from the dangerous place. However, on their way, their car is surrounded by aliens and the people are abducted. When Chris comes to his senses, he learns the shocking truth. It turns out that people have been abducted by a group of locals led by Bill and a local guide. They then injected the abductees with a powerful hallucinogenic drug, and manipulated their memories to make them think they had been abducted by aliens. Bill wanted to make their town famous and make a lot of money from it. When the real abductors are distracted, Chris manages to break free and escape outside. Here, the man sees unusual structures, but before he can take further action, armed Bill and his friend appear. Suddenly, the sky on the horizon is painted in bright colors, and some object quickly approaches them. Soon an alien spaceship appears and lands on the very building that Emily showed them. A bright beam sucks Emily into an alien spaceship, then Chris rushes to help her, but the man is also affected by this beam. The two come to their senses on a spaceship. A strange gadget is connected to Emily's neck, which shows memories of her mother. It turns out that the girl's mother died under very tragic circumstances, and Emily got the necklace from her mother. Chris and Emily manage to free themselves and walk along the shimmering corridors of the spaceship when two aliens come out to meet them. One of the aliens activates the same gadget, which shows Chris his childhood memories of his evil, alcoholic father constantly getting drunk and beating his mother. But the worst thing is that on that day aliens abducted not only his mother, but also Chris himself, and the boy's memories of this were completely erased. The aliens admit that they themselves are evolved humans after many centuries. People from the future explain that they abduct people to erase their bad memories and replace them with good ones, and then negative emotions. Pain, fear, and hatred should be replaced with kindness and love. So they went back in time and erased Emily's memories of her mother's death, and erased Chris's memories of her incredibly cruel, alcoholic father. In this way, people from the future hope to change the future of all humanity and our planet, which without their intervention will be very bad. However, Chris and Emily ask the aliens to let them live the way they want with their own memories, even if they are very bad and painful. But at least people will be free and can choose their own future. Hearing this, the aliens stop their experiments and return the abducted people back. Soon the kissing couple is found by Brent, who was running after the spaceship. The story of alien abductions is covered by journalists, but most scientists refute this incredible theory. Soon, the lives of all the characters return to normal. 7 years and 9 months pass. There is no more talk of alien abductions. Chris and Emily's joint daughter turns 7, and clumsy Brent accidentally drops a birthday cake on the floor on her birthday. This is where the story ends.